Ryan was 3.5 and was running around playing baseball and learning to ride a bicycle. He was happy and healthy to us.
Mark and Jeanne Dant had so many dreams for their son Ryan, but in 1991, a routine checkup led to genetic testing that followed with some heartbreaking news.
Talk to me about how life changed after that diagnosis.
We were told that Ryan would probably pass away by the time he was 10 or 12. So for a year, we did nothing but literally lay on the floor next to Ryan's bed at night and listen to him sleep.
Ryan was diagnosed with mucopolysaccharidosis type 1, or MPS 1. By U.S. estimates, today less than 5,000 people have it. Ryan was missing a digestive enzyme used to break down large sugars. Results are toxic, and there is no known cure.
How did the symptoms progress?
Ryan's stomach became very large. His liver and spleen is growing to almost 2.5 size normal. His hands started to stiffen up. He would lose balance often, would have really debilitating headaches. Things were changing physically and mentally for Ryan too, because he began to realize that perhaps he wasn't like the other kids who could run and play.
Then, as I understand it, something in you clicked and you just wanted to make it better.
Yes, I read a book in the library on how to start a nonprofit.
A bake sale raising $342 kicked off a foundation in their son's name. Golf tournaments, galas, thousands in donations to benefit MPS 1 followed. But Ryan's symptoms worsened.
When something is that rare, it's hard to get enough research dollars to do the work.
In 1995, the Dants flew from Texas to meet Dr. Emil Kakkis, then a physician-scientist studying MPS 1 and enzyme replacement therapy at UCLA Laboratory.
We were running out of money, and meeting Ryan and Mark and Jeanne gave me an inspiration as to what this was really about. It's not a science project, it's a human project.
When did you know that things were going to be okay?
When we met Dr. Kakkis in his lab.
The Ryan Foundation stepped in to keep the work afloat. And when a biotech company provided funding back in 1997, it drove the project forward, allowing Dr. Kakkis to pick up his clinical trials. Ryan became one of 10 child participants.
February 13th, 1998, Dr. Kakkis, Jeanne, and I pushed the button that changed Ryan's life forever.
Fast forward to 2003, and the FDA approved the drug used in trials, later called Aldurazyme, for treatment of most individuals with MPS 1.
Getting an FDA-approved therapy is incredibly challenging, especially in a rare disease where there's no experience and no method or approach to treating the disease. But we had great results in the first 10 patients, and it was actually after only a few weeks we could see their livers and spleens were shrinking and they started feeling better.
And remember that prediction Ryan's parents were given when he was a toddler? Well, Ryan beat it.
Ryan, how old are you now?
I'm 34 years old. Ugh. I don't like saying it.
Oh, are you kidding me? You should scream that out. How do you feel?
I feel good. There are still some medical challenges, but I'm living life to the fullest. I don't want to have this disease hold me back from accomplishing anything.
Ryan, now a newlywed, continues taking infusions once a week for 4 hours.
Have you had a chance to give Dr. Kakkis a hug?
Without Dr. Kakkis, I wouldn't be alive. I wouldn't have been able to get my driver's license, graduate high school, go to college, graduate college, get a job in the real world.
Dr. Kakkis, you're clearly family at this point.
We are. I've been there for all of Ryan's big events. I can't imagine doing anything more in the future than just saving more Ryans out there.
Oh, I think I cried like 2 or 3 times during that interview. So although there is still no cure for MPS 1, Ryan is doing so well. And there's so much more about his health journey in Dr. Kakkis' book. Again, it's called Saving Ryan. But Dr. Kakkis wanted to be clear that a lot of people were dedicated to making this happen. I mean, he was quick to talk about his entire team, scientists in the clinical trials process, the FDA, and the many scientists who contributed to developing this enzyme replacement therapy. I walked away from this interview and I thought, you know what? Our bodies are amazing. I mean, we take for granted so much, digesting our food and enzymes, you know what I mean? And so when one thing is off, it all
I
goes.
was watching that like watching a movie, and then to see the reveal of Ryan and getting married, and it's just, it's so special.
Thanks for bringing us that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.